welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kira the Doll, back for yet another video. So as you guys can see, today's video is going to be about exposing Scotland, Ryan, Scotty, however you want to address her, but basically a breakout star from the reality TV show Baddies. Scotty has been on the second, third, fourth, and fifth season of Baddies. Baddies South, Baddies West, Baddies East, and now Baddies Caribbean. Instagram and Twitter handle at Scotland Ryan. So Scotty was originally born February 16th, 1997 in Raleigh, North Carolina, making her a whopping 27 years young. She's known on Baddies mainly for being Natalie Nunn's quote unquote best friend. One of the main questions that I just had to get answered for today is, how did Scotty make it on 4 seasons of Baddies with little to no personality? At first, I was solely thinking, is this light skin privilege? But the more and more I dug deep in on this situation, I realized it has much more than just the simple fact of her being light skinned as to why she's been on so many seasons. So let's get right into it. However, her being light skinned could have a huge part to do with it, but not the sole reason. So, honestly, first thing I have to say, mentioning Scotty, is just how drastically her personality did change from the moment she originally got on Baddies to the current season, Baddies Caribbean, and even some of the past few seasons. Like, her personality has did a 360. One thing I can say though is that it's very obvious that her life has did a 360 as well. So sometimes when people are new into the fame and money, they do change a lot. Like, for example, Chrisean. Chrisean was a prime example of someone who got fame so quickly, so drastically, and it just changed everything in her life. So they're obviously going to change as well. Now, whether that change was for the good or for the worse, that's what we're here to talk about today. So that's enough backstory. Let's just get right on into it. So the Scotty we all met, that we all can recall from Baddies South, if you're a follower, if you're a diehard fan, if you really been catching up, was blonde head Scotty. Sweetheart Scotty, bubbly personality. She claimed to not be a fighter, which was okay. We appreciated her for being real and not falling under the peer pressure. We can't say that now, but anyways, yeah, she was a really good cast member. And not only that, but Scotty in the beginning of Baddies, her personality and her light really shined through. But as time went on and we seen her relationship with the one and only Miss Natalie Nunn, we just seen how this light that was radiating off of Scotty started to become more and more dim. And it was like her joy was just ripped up from within. Baddies South was where we got the true and original Scotty. And this is where I feel as though a lot of her fan base grew from, because we seen the sweetheart that Scotty was. But however, as the seasons went on, and for example, Baddies West, Scotty just had something about her that was different. We couldn't put our finger on it, but we all obviously could tell that Scotty was not the same Scotty from Baddies South. The foolishness started off with Scotty going to check up on her best friend, or quote unquote, so we say best friend Natalie, and Natalie chooses to attack Scotty, almost as if she knows that Scotty isn't going to defend herself. And if anyone had checked temperature on Scotty, it would have for sure had been Natalie. At this point, it was clear to us that Scotty may have been Natalie's true friend, but Natalie for sure wasn't Scotty's true friend. However, the true question that raises in my mind when thinking about this dynamic is, what does a 40-year-old and a 27-year-old truly have in common? This relationship obviously has some jealousy, hidden animosity, and honestly, maybe some of that eggplant too. Because two girls ain't about to be fighting for nothing. Just like this clip that's showing now. A lot of these altercations stem back to the same person, which is the CEO of Zeus, Lemon Pepper. So this altercation with Scotty and Razor left a lot of the fans in a daze and just clueless and confused because Scotty and Razor couldn't really explain the reason why they were fighting to begin with. If you really pay attention as this video rolls, a lot of Scotty's confrontations can never be explained. It's like a mystery problem. But thanks to fans knowing that we want to get to the bottom of this stuff, we were kind of speculated that this conflict had to do with a man, as even hinted by Chrisean in the episode. Basically, they were speculating that Razor was messing around with the CEO, who we all have been getting hints that Scotty is known to mess with as well. Which we're gonna have some receipts, y'all. Just stay tuned.
I'm right here. Hit me, bitch. I didn't want to hit you.
They were just yelling. Dumb shit. She wasn't touching you more than I was. It had to be something about something else. Like a nigga related type of thing. Cause like I only fight and play with bitches like that if it's about my niggas. So it had to be a dick involved. I don't know what's going on.
I didn't touch you, Razor.
How much of a coincidence is it that Chrisean kind of spilled the beans in real time that these girls had to be fighting over something other than what they were saying that they were fighting over? Basically, it's a lie. These girls is fighting over eggplant. And it makes sense as to why Razor wouldn't want to own up to it, because during the whole season, Razor claimed to be in a happy relationship. So, but as far as Scotty, why would she be hiding this so much? Well, we'll get into that as well. Just gotta stay tuned. What made matters worse and speculation do nothing but rise is the fact that Razor didn't show up to Baddies West reunion. And not only that, but Scotty was literally stumbling over her words and kind of blowing up the spot. The reunion being hosted by Stevie J and Janeisha, which is Lemmy's fiance.
Trying to, but hey, yeah.
Who you dating these days?
What?
Oh.
Dating, I am. It's
I
complicated,
just
but
wanted,
it's,
I just wanted
you
to
know.
ask, Mm-hmm.
You're funny. Why is that a question?
I'm
That
just
is
trying
not
to get
about
to
the
know y'all. I'm
baddies.
just.
How much of a coincidence is it that these speculations are rising, and when asked the question spot on, because Scotty always brags about her man, but when asked the question spot on, she literally chuckles and stumbles over her words and literally has no answer. So for her having no answer, it didn't help for different cast members coming out and exposing different things, like the next clip.
Literally told her, do not fall in love with your trick. Not only did she fall in love, she fell into a mother arrangement. This nigga got this in a $3,000 apartment a month. Then Natalie said, don't even get no purses out the nigga. She don't even get no good allowance. The only thing she get is her rent paid, and he got cameras in her house. So he could see everything she must do. You playing girlfriend with the trick? Why are you doing GFE with a John? Why are you falling in love with a man and you know he got a wife? I asked him right in front of his face, you know he got a wife? And then the wife is like, bitch. I never said that. I asked him, oh God. I asked him right in front of his face. I was like, your wife don't be tripping about none of this? She can't trip. Her whole family lives in my house. I pay all the bills. I take care of her and her family. I took her family from the island. So it's like, I guess she up in a nigga house, packed up like sardines in that bitch or something. That's the only reason why she don't be saying nothing. But then I can't really say that though, because one time, it's like, how you don't know they fucking, and I remember they said that she ran up in the car on Scotty and was like, you be fucking my nigga? Like, bitch, I know I don't even want to talk about her because she's so sweet, but it's like, I know your antennas ain't off like that. Like, this man be partying, I mean, he be with y'all all day. Like, y'all is a threesome. Like, I don't get how you didn't know that. Like, bitch, everybody call her Free JD shit.
was hard to beat these allegations, especially due to the fact that this is around the time that literally everything about Scotty drastically changed, from the wigs, makeup, clothing, everything. Everything in her life was just bossing up. And it was just like, where is this money coming from? And if you have to scroll back in the beginning of the video, please do that. Then I know we're gonna have those people that are gonna say, well, she's getting the money from her Zeus checks. She's getting that check. She's getting a big cut. But you guys gotta understand, there's 365 days in a year. We gotta live every day. These girls are wearing different wigs every confessional, during filming, etc. That stuff adds up quickly. And say you live somewhere like LA, your rent is about $3,000 a month. That Zeus check is gone very quickly, faster than you would think. But a nice description of the difference between the beginning and now was, in the beginning, she wore the continuous blonde, and obviously her outfits were not as well put together and just over the top as of now. And I can honestly remember in the beginning plenty of fans complaining about her hair, telling her to give up the blonde, and etc. You can't even forget to mention the fact that she was repping Zeus hard, y'all.
So I'm scrolling. I seen this old live of Scotty's and noticed this in background. Mind you, this live was recorded way before new season started.
I will tell you that much.
Her and Lemmy Zeus's owner.
Yes, you heard correct. And if you were paying attention and spotting the clues, you would have peeped this picture way back in the back of that background. Scotty done slipped up, y'all. She done fucked up once again. So not only was Scotty taking it with the wigs, the outfits, she was taking it Janeisha's man. She literally was flaunting their pictures around her house like this is literally her man, y'all. This was
Your
her
man.
man.
Yes,
Look at the screen.
that's mine. And
And,
I'm
that, and
gonna
that's
stick
and that's
beside him.
and that's what you're going to settle for.
Stick beside.
Scotty was literally settling for this bottom of the barrel relationship that was hidden, secret, and nothing is worse than that. No relationship is worse than one that you guys love each other behind closed doors, but to the world, you have to pretend you don't know each other. That's not love. That's not love. I'm talking to every last single one of my subscribers. Love will scream from the rooftops to let everybody know they love you. That's not love, that's coincidence and convenience. It's literal desperation. It's literal going and rummaging through the trash and bringing soiled garbage back into your house. This is having no boundaries. This is having no respect for yourself, and then confusion when the man doesn't respect you neither. But that's enough of me dragging this relationship. We're gonna move on to the next situation. If y'all want relationship advice videos, let me know down in the comments. But the next situation has to do with Ahna and Scotty. So Ahna was a new girl on Baddies East, and as soon as Ahna came into the building, Scotty steps up to fight her. Here's yet another altercation, including Scotty, where we just don't understand what is the beef. And not only that, but Scotty literally initiates this fight. It's like during this season, I started to see it for what it was. These fights are completely scripted, and these girls are getting hyped up to do these things. But here's Ahna with some tea. So here's actual evidence of Ahna and the owner, Lemmy, together. So here's actual evidence of another girl possibly messing around with this CEO and possibly giving us an answer as to why these two girls initially fought. The dots finally start to connect now, don't they? Now, Ahna is a huge part of this story. She's a huge missing piece to the puzzle. Ahna kind of blew the spot up for what she was doing with Lemmy, and she wasn't so secretive versus how Scotty is very obedient.
All right, y'all. We rafting. Where we rafting at? On the Great River in Jamaica.
First class, we got a champagne, we got the speakers, the
This is
hookah.
beautiful. Look at this, y'all. Look at this.
Yes, I. Bones to the world, bro.
Hey,
It's a vibe. All the time.
all the time.
So compared to Ahna, Scotty had to learn to keep it cute and play wallflower on the many occasions that she crossed paths with Janeisha. Ahna, being fairly new, she didn't have as much incidents where she had to do the same thing. Cause on the other hand, Ahna was spilling the beans, y'all.
Yo, T. No, T, we're not friends. We're not friends.
Me and you?
Nope.
Aww. Just co-workers?
Yeah. I'm gonna take this motherfucking shot.
Go ahead.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cause I'm a fuck hoe.
Yeah, you know, you just shouldn't shit where you eat, but hey, everybody, you know, do their own thing.
So finally, Scotty's altercations started to make some type of sense. And we know we've all witnessed these kind of things where girls fight over men. And the men love it, you guys. They love it. It's like dog fights. Let me just sitting back. They so cute. Look at them go. I wonder who gonna win for the pipe tonight. Let me basically helping story produce. He giving them conflict to fight over. Him. But my question is, how many fights do Scotty gotta fight till she gets to the final battle? Like till she wins? How many more times? But what we can give to Scotty is that loyalty. She never slipped them lips about Lemmy. It took Stunna Girl to expose texts which she set up so that Scotty would admit it. And then she exposed it. Stunna's messages are in the blue and Scotty's in the white. Stunna starts and says, "What are you doing?" Scotty says, "I'm annoyed, about to start these interviews." Stunna says, "I know somebody that Ahna talked to. I don't know if I even want to tell you." Scotty says, "Tell me." She said Lemmy gave her the clap. Scotty says, "What the F?" Stunna says, "That's serious." And then Stunna goes on to explain basically how Ahna is making it a joke. And this is where Scotty fucked up at. And this is exactly what Stunna Girl was waiting for. Scotty then says, "He's never given me anything before. But then again, I go to the doctor. She also has a boyfriend that she F's while she F's him. But I go to my doctor regularly because I know what's going on." What? But anyways. Then she goes on to say, "I take pills to prevent. I got BV back in December. Since my doctor put me on pills, I guess she means she hasn't got it again." Then she says, "Oh my gosh." Stunna says, "But I take it as not being funny." That's what she meant. She said, "You my partner, you feel me?" Then Scotty says, "I take my health seriously, so I appreciate you, Bookie. Thank you for the heads up though. Like for real, this why I F with you." Now, if we were to name one baddie with little to no emotional intelligence and little to no social awareness as to who's your friend and who's not, the award would go to Scotty Ryan. With all of this that's happening to Scotty, I really just get airhead vibes from her. But the next clip shows Ahna explaining these screenshots that were exposed.
I remember I was so emotional that day. I remember we had to stop like 10 times because I kept crying through my makeup. And I remember he had stopped and he was like, "Look, I want to show you something because it's not, because I don't want you to be in your head." He was like, "I want to show you something because I don't want you to be in your head about it." And did he not stop and show us his messages with Stunna Girl? He did. Where Stunna Girl said there was no makeup artist, she just made it up to get Scotty to admit that she was fucking with Lemmy. And then when I posted the messages that he showed me between him and Stunna, like, I don't know, I couldn't believe that he went on live with her and said all that was a lie and that he's a makeup artist that knows I have chlamydia. And I couldn't believe it because he was just showing us the messages, all of us, y'all. And like, you know, I get it, people
That
going,
Stunna Girl had lied, right?
that Stunna Girl had lied.
That's what the messages
They all seen that.
These two girls were trying to keep the true reason that they fought on the hush hush, but the inevitable, the truth always comes to the light.
Today. Not today, because now they done accused Ahna of sleeping with Lemmy, which she was sleeping with Lemmy, and she's denying it, and they said that she got chlamydia from him. It's so messy. Oh my God.
I saw that, but I was like, what? Who's the one you were arguing with?
So the next clip is going to show basically the reunion, and here is Janeisha John, which is Lemuel's fiance, in which she has been in the backgrounds of quite a few scenes of Baddies. The reunion is literally a time to understand your conflicts, get to the bottom of it, possibly resolve it, but the least thing we're expecting is a conversation. However, Ahna and Scotty had no explanation as to why they truly fought. Janeisha peeped it, and the fans peeped that Janeisha peeped, and they peeped Janeisha's energy. Just watch the clip.
I just want to know what the issue was.
Yeah, I really do want to know what the issue was. Like, I would like to ask what your issue
said
was.
before you came in the house that you wanted to fight me.
No, baby girl, I said it to you, to your face.
But the question is why, though? I don't understand why the
Because I made an opinion. I feel like she's very disrespectful. Like, she comes off very disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
but what,
and
what
I don't
was the
like
disrespect?
that.
Yeah, what was
happened?
The disrespect?
Like, we need context.
What was the reason?
Why
What
are you
was the
guys beef?
reason?
Why
What
was
was
the
the
reason for
reason?
you to get up out your seat to go and run up on her?
Yeah, what was the reason?
Like, she comes off very disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
but what,
and
what
I don't
was
like
the disrespect?
Yeah, what was the
happened?
disrespect?
Like, we need
What
context.
was the reason?
Why
What
are
was
you
the
guys
reason?
beef? Why
What
was
was
the
the
reason for
reason?
you to get up out your seat to go and run up on her?
Yeah, what was the reason?
You're funny.
Clock it.
You're funny.
No,
You're
no,
real funny.
What? No, seriously,
you
the
know you can be
timing-
disrespectful,
Nah, y'all bitches
Ahna.
been
You
playing
know
with
you
my
can be
name. No, y'all
disrespectful.
bitches really been playing with my name. Y'all already know all
Who's
this shit
playing
on
with your
social
name?
media.
I'm not playing
you
with your
bitches
name.
been playing
You're
with
just
my
disrespectful,
fucking name.
and I don't fuck with
so
that.
fucking tell me what was.
To fight literally 6 to 7 rounds, and this is your explanation as to why you fought. I'm sorry, Scotty, but we not buying what you selling. And since they don't want to tell it, here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go. With the receipts, y'all. So just remember the picture in Scotty's background of Scotty and Lemuel, and that's her man and she gonna stick beside him. But here is text messages between Ahna and Lemuel. They are a little blurry, but that doesn't matter. We're only looking for one magic word, y'all, so keep the eyes out. So I believe the blue is Ahna, and then the white ones is Lemmy. So basically, it starts off very innocent. They're talking about a party and what time they're going to be there and whatnot. Just a little back and forth banter about the details of the party or wherever they're going, who's going to be there. She's saying that she told some of the house members, they're confused. You know, it seems very innocent at first. So then she says, everyone mad at me because I called you. Like, what? He said, bruh, who is everyone? You with me, not them. She said, this was the worst birthday, but I'm just waking up. How are you? I tried so many times yesterday. I was even trying to fly you home. You woke up late and you took too long to get ready. And you was all over the place. Y'all, I hope y'all paying attention. Y'all better be paying attention. Then she says, baby, I was responding every time. It's okay though. She says, you had a lot going on too. And then I don't know what the top messages say, but only important one we really need, we could see that. So she says, "Are we going to the hookah lounge or no?" He says, "Oh, okay." She said, "I wanted to know. I'm in pajamas." I said, "At 10, seeing you, babe." He says, "Where are you now?" Casino.
I remember when I had on my birthday weekend, when I had went to that hotel, I think it was like the one, but he was out having dinner with this bitch. And I asked him, who is that? And then he was saying that was his bitch. So I never knew like she was gonna be on the show or nothing. I thought she was just another girl, the Anna girl. They was together in the fucking hotel. And I feel like I got a video of that shit because we was eating at the bar. But anyways.
Okay, so now that we got to the bottom of Ahna versus Scotty, now we're going to get into an exposed phone conversation between Scotty and Ahna. Scotty, yet again, social awareness is off. This phone conversation regards to the leaked text messages between Scotty and Stunna. Ahna's main objective with this phone call was to clear up the rumors about her having the clap, but not necessarily about her sleeping with Lemmy.
So why did you say I had it?
I didn't say that. I just said I never had it. He's never given me that.
Yeah, so but I just don't get how where I get, but I'm trying to understand what she just, so y'all was talking about, wait, so y'all was talking about y'all fighting and she just randomly just said Ahna got chlamydia by Lemmy?
No, I never said that me and you fought because of that.
No.
I never even told her why we fought. She just said that you were going around at the other house saying that he gave you something, and I said there's no way he gave that to her because
we don't even fuck on each other. So, but my whole thing is, yeah, he couldn't have given.
Well, I take that back. Ahna actually did take the claim of her not messing with Lemmy, but it's kind of too late, Ahna. You already done gave us the paper trail. But that's enough about Ahna for right now. I mean, Ahna will show back up in this video because she plays a vital part in this story. But now we're moving on to another altercation that Scotty had, which was Scotty versus T. Just to further explain that Scotty is fighting over Lemmy.
Scotty's crying in the corner. And I'm like, are you okay? What's wrong? She was like, I had to unfollow you on Instagram. Lemmy's mad at me. I said, oh, okay. That's weird. You have to unfollow me because of a nigga? She was like, yeah, we can't be friends. I was like, that's lame. So Lemmy calls me and I tell him what she says. I'm like, yeah, she said she can't fuck with me because you saying whatever you was telling her, like she can't fuck with me. And he was like, what? And so he puts her on the phone on the three-way and he's like, bitch, you're a scammer, you're a liar, all this stuff. I was just on the phone quiet, like, okay. And she was like, T, why would you tell him? And I was like, why would I tell him what? Why would I tell him that he said that he couldn't fuck with me? Y'all being, what's this messy storyline? What is this? But y'all don't see that on camera. And then on camera, what happens? Oh, she telling me to calm down after we just had this three-way phone conversation. Like, in reality, what did I really do?
Oh, calm down now. We don't
No, I'm not. Don't tell me to calm down, Scotty.
But don't yell at
No, I'm not yelling at you.
Yes, you are.
No, I am.
Oh, don't yell.
No, I'm yelling.
Well, stop yelling.
I'm already yelling. What are you going to do? Exactly.
What do you mean?
Exactly. I'm yelling. Now, don't tell me to calm down. I'm talking about something I'm passionate about.
Okay, but
so shut up.
No.
Shut up.
No. You don't have to yell.
I'm yelling, though.
Let her go. Let her talk.
Okay.
So basically, T explains before this incident that conversation between Lemmy and her, Scotty telling her that she can't be her friend because of Lemmy. That situation happened. And after watching some of T's YouTube videos, it started to click to me why T was really so upset. A lot of the fans didn't get it, But T was so upset because of the story producing that goes on behind the scenes, the inauthenticity that is happening behind the scenes. And that night specifically, she was so upset because she, from her words, she seen a producer talking to Vicky, and then Vicky goes on top of the rock and gets attacked after they just talked about not fighting and not getting involved in things that doesn't have to do with them. So T was just fed up with the whole reality TV that's scripted type of vibe, which started with her realizing Lemmy was trying to start some type of altercation between her and Scotty. So basically, production's messiness behind the scenes is what amps up the girls to fight in real time, and which is why we're always so confused once they do fight, because T yelling at Scotty was not a good enough reason for them to fight this day, especially when T has about 5 different opponents in the same day. So it was so odd to me how Scotty decided at this moment was the time to fight her. And in all actuality, I felt like it was more so a thing of feeling a belonging to a team, or, you know, they tag teamed her and she felt more comfortable attacking her then. And not only that, but as I'm saying, production is being messy behind the scenes and they're amping them up to fight. So they thought that this was going to be a viral moment or something, when in all actuality, the fans were mad that they hopped on T like that all at the same time for nothing. So according to T as well, they were actually cordial before this all happened. So how did Scotty and T go from that to this? Let's hear from T, the horse's mouth herself.
Her nigga wanna fuck me. And that's why there was drama that was stirred up in London with, I didn't want to have to say she mad because her nigga wanna fuck me. I didn't want to have to say any of that.
This is literally the time where we seen the little switch in Scotty's personality from authenticity to a little facade. T was literally fed up by this point. So she started dropping the beans, and as well as Smiley. The next clip, I decided to leave the voiceover inside of there because it was just too funny.
Because they said Scotty finna have a lemon pepper wing. T said she ran all the way to the back of the to the back of the reunion where Scotty was whooping on that head. Because Scotty is pregnant by lemon pepper. Child, look. But I mean, her face, that's an excuse because her face ain't nowhere near pregnant. I can tell. It was very slim, very nice. Girl, you just was trying to do a hit and run and forgot to run. You hear me? You should have used some heelys. Because, baby, you did not get away. That did not go as planned. But I should have known that, though, because Scotty was very, very sensitive on the stage. Like, did y'all not hear the stuff she was blurting out? She was like, that's weird, E.T. Are you serious? Are you serious, E.T.? Like, she was finna cry on the stage the whole time. And then what really killed me when she was like, I don't do nothing to y'all. Y'all are hitting me for no reason. I said, what the fuck? I said, now she finna ball out and cry. It's gotta be something. She about is. I believe it. They probably finna have a lemon pepper wing for sure. Because Scotty was so, like, in tune with her sensitive side on the stage. I was like, baby, did you not know you coming to a well-known boxing match? This is the reunion, boo. But yeah, they say she finna, have her little lemon pepper wings. So that's what T said. So here it is. I know Janeisha finna literally slap on that Caroline wig, baby, and knuckle up. Oh, I know she mad. If it is true.
So now here's Smiley spilling the beans. She say, tea time. Natalie sells Scotty. She says Natalie pimps out most of the girls. She offers baddies to men and to Lemmy. She sets it all up. And oop. But that wasn't the end. Smiley ain't done yet, y'all. She then goes on to say, Scotty was pregnant and Lemmy made her get an abortion. This was the same sort of thing that T said. So now this has a little bit more credibility because it's not only one person saying it, but it's another person saying it. There's some truth in numbers, y'all. All in all, Smiley is upset at the way that they depicted her. To this day, the fans have mixed emotions as to if her seizure was real, But truthfully, either way, it was sick that they showed that on TV for a whole episode as entertainment instead of editing it out. I honestly don't blame Smiley for airing out the business because Zeus loves to feel like they have the upper hand and edit these girls in bad lights to their liking as if these girls don't have dirt on them. So Smiley just started spilling it, y'all. She said someone from Zeus wanted me to have with them to be on Caribbean. And I was promised I was gonna be it. Remember DJ Sky? Guess what I didn't? LJ came in my room several times and touched on my legs and said, "Relax, Smiley, you will be fine." Now, Smiley, I'm not gonna let nothing bad happen to you. You're so beautiful. Goes on to say, the first week being on Baddies, I saw what was happening with Lemmy and some of the cast members. The way he treated them and did things in the back of the houses in the Black Sprinter. We had House B. House B was always in the hood, so Lemmy would just pop up on the side with whoever he would be effing on. Some security guards would try to come and F on us late night and cash up us to try to touch on us. I will be dropping videos and cash apps. I don't have the videos nor cash apps, but I have more screenshots. She goes on to say, Natalie wanted me to take bumps with her. I told her no. She said I was boring. Baby, don't play with me. And by bumps, she's referring to that Coca-Cola. I'm in love with the Coca. And y'all, Smiley still ain't done yet. She said, LJ, you going to jail for sexual harassment. LaJohn Plummer, I've been quiet too long. And LaJohn is basically Lemuel's brother. He's basically someone who does more of the behind the scenes work. So he's very close proximity to these baddies. And I also seen him briefly on an episode of Bad vs. Wild. He's basically one of the many men in this male-dominated industry working in close proximity to the baddies. She then goes on to say, Lemmy F Train, Scotty Ahna, Mariah, Janeisha, Natalie, and guess who else? I also seen this allegation on Reddit, which I don't use anymore now, just because it changed literally from T to fandom and idolization, and I don't have time for that. Nobody's getting on Reddit to see, oh, I love Scotty, I love Smiley, I love the baddies. Nobody wants to see that. We want to hear the motherfucking tea. And also makes a lot more sense in connecting the dots as to why Natalie spit out her drink when Scotty said that she eats cat on the Auntie podcast. Literally treats Scotty like a little kid and like she's delayed or something. But yeah, y'all, Smiley wasn't done. She then goes on to say, Natalie is running a you know what ring.
Attention seekers, and you just gotta sometimes ignore the noise. But I encourage those people to get a life and figure out what they want to do outside of bother and annoy me and other folks here at the Zeus Network. Anyway, I can't.
Oh, I cannot put my finger on what it is about Lemmy, but every time I see this man and I hear him talk, I just laugh. Like he just funny looking and his voice is funny, all of that, and these girls really going crazy go lucky over him. It gotta be the money, cause it ain't the face. It gotta be the cash, cause it ain't his face. They need a rich nigga. They need a rich nigga. It gotta be the cash, cause it ain't his face. They need a rich nigga. But Natalie and Lemmy don't make it easy to defeat these F-train allegations because of their body language, and they're always just so close to each other. Which is like, on one hand, I understand that's your boss, but on the other hand, y'all way too touchy-feely for a friendly, strictly platonic relationship. Y'all not fooling me.
She used you because you were vulnerable, and I seen it. I didn't know.
Her lash events are always in Dubai because her vendor is in Dubai. Guys, does it look like these lashes come from a Dubai vendor and that she needs to be there in person and on a jet? No, sorry to break it to you, but her lash events, I'm glad Christina called her out, are actually fake lash events and photo shoots. She is actually with the Nigerians, the same ones that would come and throw money on me at the club for looking pretty and dancing. She's traveling all around the world on these fake lash photo shoots as an escort. Yes, Natalie Nunn is an escort. I know most of you guys knew it, but nobody's really came out and said it.
You done started a lot of
done put a lot of people in positions. You done gave a lot of people jobs. How does it feel to you knowing that you done made all these accomplishments, and then people do shit like hop on the internet and say that you're running a prostitution ring?
You know, it's annoying because I'm putting money in people's pockets. Yeah. And ultimately, it's not always about money.
But it is about, like, just the simple fact that, like, I put you on. I gave you some, I fed you a little bit, okay? And for people to just continue to, like, try to shoot me down, it's annoying as fuck. Yeah. Because it's like, what prostitution ring? Yeah. The fact that I run around and there's always going to be bad bitches with me. Always. It doesn't matter. And I'm not just...
In the United States. I think that's the whole thing, is that she's always overseas.
It was the Dubai,
London.
Like with my trip with you to Dubai, that was my first trip ever. Like,
out of the country.
Met me, she met me in Raleigh.
That was your first time going out the country?
Yes,
ever. I made her get a passport.
Right, exactly. So it's like she puts us on in different situations. Like when it comes to us going out the country, she got me my first passport. She got me in Dubai. I'm out here living my life.
I'm watching exactly what you up over
What
here
did that
doing.
mean,
Just
Sharp?
the picture you trying to paint or painting.
It's
I don't have
literal.
nothing to say.
It's literal.
But just know I see the picture. But continue.
What?
Basically, Natalie is providing Scotty with trips and just a different lifestyle that she hasn't seen before. So on the outside looking in, Natalie does an amazing job at painting a picture to be a great friend and someone who just put her friend on to money, a new lavish lifestyle, and just bossing her life up. But at the same time, every time you turn around, Natalie is talking complete shit about Scotty.
Let's talk about it. That's crazy. How you talk about your best friend?
Pays her rent because he don't want the wifey to find out. She even tried to fuck me. The bitch even tried to fuck Jay's.
All in all, my opinion is that Natalie is just envious of Scotty's youth and her beauty. Natalie is envious of the attention that Scotty so naturally draws to her. And also not just her beauty, but her body. You know, everyone loves Scotty for her body. I mean, she is Scotty with the body after all. Continuously bringing back these same girls like Scotty and Natalie. Scotty doesn't bring much to the show, and bringing back these same cast members is literally what's causing the show to flop. During Baddies East, I started to just get this very bored attention span while watching the show. It was not interesting at all compared to Bad Girls Club and other seasons of Baddies. I honestly also used to feel very bad for Scotty in the beginning when Natalie fought her, and after a while I started to realize Scotty isn't as innocent as she portrays. She's literally allowing them to exploit her and make a fool out of her for some views, a check, etc. Then look, I had the peep ET in the back. She just knew this was some bullshit. That light ass fight. But Scotty, she feels as though the trauma is worth the reward. She loves the lifestyle, the trips, the money, and the flights.
I don't give a fuck. I just know Jamaica coming up, bitches was not fighting over food. I'll tell you that much.
Bitch, I just said that. Like, girl, what?
Ain't nobody give a fuck about a plate of food, bitch. A bitch got called out because she was fucking with people. And yeah, they ended up fighting. A bitch got called out. They even told me to beat her ass again. On national television, they was like, yeah, beat her up again, Ahna. I was like, leave me out of this toxic circle. Yeah, they was not fighting over food. I don't give a fuck since y'all want to keep deleting my shit. Bitch, and since you want to edit my scenes, bitch, you wasn't fighting over food. You was fighting because bitches want to beat you up because you was crying about them not being your real friends and and you getting exposed for having chlamydia all over social media. That's what happened, right? But they're editing the scenes to make me look like a goofy goober. I'm not a goofy goober. I might be crazy. I might talk a lot of shit, but I ain't a liar, okay? And I don't be like with the bullshit. I don't be with the bullshit. They edited me and Scotty table scene. The reason why me and Scotty really not cool is because the bitch was taking pictures of me in Miami like a fucking weirdo. Never knew didn't know the bitch. Didn't give a fuck for the bitch. The bitch was taking pictures. Her feelings was hurt. And we already know. Anywho, try to play with me. And it's like, girl, that's all you. You the only one giving up that thing. So, you know, she's the only one giving up. So I don't understand why we gotta have to beef when you're the only one that's giving it up. So.
Right.
So like I said, Ahna is a very vital part of this story. Ahna gives up a lot of information. She spills a lot of beans, and I don't understand why sometimes, because Ahna doesn't understand that she's honestly implicating herself. But the fact that your best friend could not check on your mental, could not pull you to the side and make sure that you were good, and instead use you for clickbait and for an opportunity to fight, and yet you're still defending this girl. Scotty with the post. I'm reading in my Scotty voice. This narrative that Nat isn't being a good friend of me needs to stop. Nat is the reason I'm on Baddies. She vouched for me for real. She puts so many females on around her. Yes, there are times I feel like she's being hard on me or mean, but that's just Nat. Especially when she's lit and drinking. Nat is the life of the party. At the end of the day, Nat has feelings too, and she's human. I understand. Everyone has their opinions on our friendship. That's okay. But at the end of the day, I'm not sitting over here crying about what she says or does. I know what I signed up for when we became friends. Y'all, I hate when people that slow think that you slow. At this point, she's trying to say that it wasn't Nat that beat her the fuck up. It was Natalie's evil twin. He up here talking about Nat's feelings, Nat's feelings. Well, Scotty, how the fuck did you feel when she uppercutted you in your shit? There's so much ass kissing and inauthenticity going on. It makes me realize that the show literally started to flop once Chrisean left. And Chrisean was literally so real. But at the time, I didn't realize it.
Talk about everybody in the house. Tell everybody business. But the people that she clicked up with don't know it yet. So they thinking she kumbaya cool. This bitch is kumbaya evils.
So at this point, we can say Scotty is basically Natalie's bottom bitch. Because she getting whooped on and sold to the highest bidder. It's giving Natalie the Madam and Scotty the 304. It starts to touch on why I don't necessarily feel bad for Scotty. Because she's addicted to this lifestyle as well as Natalie. These girls are so different, but at the same time, they're very similar in a lot of ways. Like an addiction where she's just addicted to the lifestyle. Scotty is chasing this man in hopes of being chosen. I wonder what's gonna happen if he doesn't choose her. I feel like her world would just come crashing down. I see that scenario taking a huge toll on her mental health, which she struggles with. She's human. That's why they allowed her to have her dog on a few seasons, because of the mental health issues that she was struggling with. She, unlike a lot of the other cast members, can be very in touch with her emotions, which causes people to label her as sensitive, when what we're really seeing is a spiritual battle. Her inside wants to say no, but her lips just can't fix to say it. This is literally what we describe as selling your soul. When you're willing to give up your integrity, give up your morals, etc., for exchange of material possessions of the world.
What you trying to go for? Oh, wait, that's you know what's lady coming here. And that's y'all let's talk about it. No. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it later. I know.
I find it insane that Scotty just simply doesn't know her worth. She's literally beautiful. Yet she's settling for being a side chick. And she's happy with that. She's content with that. And not only that, but she'll defend it to the day she died, even deny being with him. We can't even begin to forget to mention the allegations of Lemmy being physically abusive. And anywhere there's physical abuse, there are other types of abuse as well. Emotional, verbal, etc. There is a lot of hurt, trauma, and pain behind those eyes and that smile. Scotty is neglecting her mental health to participate, which I feel like she will eventually regret. Putting others before yourself is what we call people pleasing. and you will never gain respect from those people that you put before yourself. Like Lemmy, for example. In my opinion, he would never respect Scotty because Scotty already lowered the bar so much that he sees her as dirt because she done made herself be dirt by accepting the bare minimum. You can never earn a person's respect by being a yes man. This man is literally evil, conniving. He knows he's evil and conniving. So when he turns to you and asks you, is he a good person, and you say yes, he knows you're a joke. So if Scotty were to literally just tell Lemmy about himself and tell him who he was, he would gain a lot of respect for her because people respect those that don't care about the backlash and just say it how it is. But it's a little too late for first impressions. Now Scotty has solidified herself in this man's mind as a side chick. She can never really earn a bigger position than this because this is what the first impression came off from. He was in a happy relationship with Miss Janeisha's John, and Scotty was completely content with creeping in and being a side chick and following and obeying all the rules. Nice girls will always finish last. And this is also where Janeisha dropped the ball at too. Because once you give a man an inch, he gonna take a mile every time. You can't say you okay with something if you're not gonna be okay with this man doing this times 10. He's gonna always test your patience and your kindness to see how far he can go. So literally after 11 years, Lemmy and Janeisha part ways. And Scotty sees this as the perfect opportunity to just creep in and act like one big happy family.
This is your man.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine. And
that's what you're going to settle for.
Stick beside.
And now I bet Scotty feels like she won a prize. She did not win a prize. For one, Lemmy will never be satisfied. You'll lose him just the same way you get him. That's number one. But for two, he will never be satisfied because this man just has a wandering eye. He cheats. So why wouldn't he cheat on you? That's first things first. Who you date says a lot about you and your self-esteem. You have to make sure as a woman, because the woman is the prize. I know a lot of men or whoever is listening to this may not like this, but the woman is the prize. And when you're dating a man, you need to make sure he likes you 10 times more. But why do I say this? I say this because men do not love the same way that women love. It's a woman's natural instinct to love and love deeply. So when a man loves you 10 times more, that's like a woman loving him regularly. We love very deeply, and men don't love the same way that we do. Some men, okay, but a man and a woman's nature is literally different. We're different. We're not the same. At the end of the day, what will Lemmy really lose by dropping Scotty? He's the one with the money after all. When a man feels like you will never leave him, and you really fucking up. Scotty is messing up because I feel like men cannot handle being the prize. They can't handle it because they'll do exactly what Lemmy is doing and play with you. Y'all really done gave this nerd who never got any attention the title of being the prize. He having his way with you hoes. This is literally every supervillain's origin story right here. And you thought he was finna treat you right, Scotty? Cause you pretty? It's not about the physical. It's about the non-physical, the inside. It's about who you are. It's about you having a backbone. It's about what money cannot buy. Because at the end of the day, you having a backbone and putting your foot down and telling this man you ain't going for XYZ elemental P. Men love what they can't have, ma'am. And he gonna work. You gotta make him work. Because men don't value what they don't have to work for. Scotty literally fought for her spot in his life. So that's where the power struggle comes into play. Because he don't want her to get too big-headed. She might be feeling herself because she fighting all the baddies and she feel like XYZ. So he gonna have to put her back in her place. because you being too masculine. He's starting to feel little. I honestly don't see this relationship working with these two. I don't know when Scotty's going to see it, but it's just a sad situation all around. She's literally just one of his action figures that he plays with from time to time. But Toy Story done showed us already what happens to toys when the time pass. You know, when they get too old and go off to college, you ain't getting played with no more. She's blinded by the glitter, but it ain't gold. But all in all, I really hope that Scotty's able to heal from this and not take it so harsh when or if they don't work out. Because she's really a sweet girl. But sometimes you got to let people bump their heads. You can't always tell people what to expect because everybody doesn't listen. Some people need to go through it themselves. But I've also seen a speculation about baddies and just about how Lemmy allegedly has a lot of physical intercourse with these girls. I seen one allegation about Ann Moore from Baddies South. They basically brought up the fact that Ann Moore is the OnlyFans model. They talk about how Ann being on the show was so random. So this post says, "Surviving Lemmy, the Ann Moore conspiracy." Everyone thinks it started with Razor or Scotty regarding the Baddies franchise girls, but I have my own conspiracies. I feel like it was most definitely Ann Moore. Her being on Baddies was so random. The fans didn't request her. She wasn't from a previous Zeus show in which she tried out for, like Rolly and Slim. Rock was there based off a blues business relationship with Lemmy and all the other girls before they began to do the whole auditions thing. The girls were actually from the BGC franchise. Baddies seems to also be an experience she very much so regrets. We haven't heard much from her since then. And to be honest, I liked her on the show, though she couldn't fight, which may be an unpopular opinion. Ann is also a well-known S worker, so it wouldn't be too far-fetched. What do you guys think? And like I said, it's all alleged, so what do y'all think? I don't think it's too far-fetched either. But this is not the only allegation that I came across. I came across another allegation, but this one regarding Glorilla. And the reason why, well, one thing's one thing. Glorilla definitely has song lyrics saying, "Don't call me sis, I'm not your sister, I will F your man." So the reason why this person came up with this allegation is due to the simple fact of, okay, I understand you want him in your music video, but what's up with the body language? Why do you have to be sitting across a table looking into this man's face like that? Is it really a business situation or do y'all got something else going on? Because y'all know Lemmy is known to have stuff going on. I also remember the speculations of Glorilla possibly holding a Baddies reunion. It was either Baddies West or Baddies East. Basically, she's been around Zeus a lot. And you was on Bad vs. Wild too. What's really going on, sis? I also can't help but to point out, how much of a coincidence is it that Scotty, the song that she was dancing on stage to, was Wannabe, and the lyrics are, "That's not my, don't claim 'em. He don't want to be kept, don't keep him. He don't want the baby, then don't keep it." How much of a coincidence is that? I honestly don't even believe in coincidences. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So it was literally just insane to me that that was the song that was playing and Scotty was on stage with them. Do you guys feel as though the risk was worth the reward? Do you feel like Scotty sacrificing her integrity and just her kindness was worth becoming an alcoholic? The perks of being Natalie's friend, which is the notoriety, getting noticed by artists and being invited on stage, the guilt trip shopping sprees and the jet rides. This literally shows the type of girl that Scotty is and why Lemmy has her in such a chokehold. The perks from being with Lemmy, the trips and the money and all of that. Do you guys feel like it's really worth it? Do you feel like the risk was worth the reward? But yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. How do you guys feel about this situation, this relationship, this dynamic, the creeping? How do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about Lemon Pepper, etc.? How do y'all feel about Scotty being on back-to-back seasons of Baddies? Y'all feel like Baddies is flopping? Just let me know down in the comments. Stay engaged. And yeah, let me know what other type of videos y'all would like to see. But I'll be back next time. Stay tuned, you guys. See ya.